Chef Buck here, and today we're going to cook up a salmon ball. It's going to be like a meatball but made out of canned salmon, which doesn't look too appealing on its own. But you put it in a dish like this and it looks muy fantastico. And you can use this for meatball sandwiches. Make a falafel with it. Instead of falafel, use a salmon ball. This is a very versatile ingredient. I use these salmon balls as a component in other recipes. I don't eat them by themselves. That I make them very dense so that they can be punished. They can take a lot of abuse without falling apart. First thing we're going to do before we work on this curry, we're just going to make the straight up salmon balls. And I've evolved as a canned salmon connoisseur. I used to not eat the bones. I used to take out this spine, but now I crush it up. I eat everything now, but I like to smash up the vertebrae in particular, so I don't have a little vertebrae later. But they're very soft, and this is all cooked. It gets cooked up in the canning process. It's just like tuna. I'm eating the skin, I'm eating the bones, I'm smashing it all together, getting it nice and crushed. And then I'm going to throw in some spices. I got a pre-mixed curry here, a little bit of chili powder, and then some salt as well. But I'm just going to be putting in ground spices. I am going to put a little fresh pepper in, and I am going to put some garlic in, but I'm going to go ahead and smash it up, and make it almost into a paste. That way I don't have anything inside the meatball that's going to cause it to break apart, because I want it to be very dense, so that I can put it in a soup or a stew or this curry dish and it's going to stay together. I put 2 eggs, because that's going to help to hold it together. Now I made sure and drain this salmon before I put it in this bowl. You want to get all that salmon juice out of there, but the egg's going to make it wet again. So it's going to seem very wet, but that's okay, because once it starts to bake in the oven, it's going to solidify. And I'm going to make 12 salmon balls. That's usually what I get out of a can of salmon. They're about ping pong ball size. I shape them into little circles, put them on my baking sheet. I don't have it greased. You want to bake it 20 to 30 minutes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Beep, 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 beep. They're definitely done. They're very firm. I'm having to get them off the bottom with my spatula because I didn't put any oil on the pan, but I didn't want to. I don't want these things to be oily. I want them to be, nice and firm, have a very rough, tough exterior. They are excellent in stews, curries, sandwiches, anything like that. But I make them small and dense to utilize in a kind of a curry dish that I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to take my favorite skillet, boom, heat it on like a medium-high heat, throw me some olive oil in there. I got 1 large onion. I got it chopped up. I'm going to stir it around here for about a minute, and then I'm going to add in some garlic, a lot of garlic. I always say a lot of garlic. I always say use whatever you want, but you know the drill. Throw in a lot of garlic. Throw in some ginger. Throw in some heat. I'm using a chili garlic sauce, but you could put in fresh peppers if you want. You could put in red pepper flakes, but you want to add some heat, even just a little bit. I like a lot of heat, but we're going to be adding some coconut milk and tomato to this. So a little heat is going to help to balance that out. So even if it seems hot, later we're going to be adding some things that's going to cool it down. I'm throwing in 1.5 bell peppers. I got a whole red bell pepper and half of a green bell pepper. Green bell peppers to me have a very strong flavor, so I'm just using half. And then I'm going to kind of use my own curry spice here. I had a pre-mixed curry that I put in the salmon balls. Here I'm putting in a little turmeric and some coriander and some cumin and making my own little curry mixture. But I'm not going to add any chili powder because I already got the chili garlic in here. Get it all nice and mixed up. Let it go for about 5 minutes. And then I'm going to throw in 1 can of diced tomatoes. If you want to use fresh tomatoes, more power to you. I like the canned tomatoes. I think they have more flavor than a lot of bland tomatoes you buy at the store. Throw you some salt in there. Let it cook down a little bit. If you need to add some water, I'm going to let it go for a few minutes, 5 minutes maybe. I'm going to throw a little bit of water in here, not a whole lot, because I'm going to be adding coconut milk. And there's about 5 minutes left in this dish when I throw in this coconut milk, and then I add in my salmon balls. And look at that, because we're going to cook them up, we're going to heat them through, we're going to be stirring them around, but they're going to stay together. They're stand-up balls. They're not going to fall apart. That's why I like them firm and dense, because they're great in this kind of dish, because they're going to keep their shape, they're going to add a lot of flavor, they're going to add a nice texture, and it's going to make a great curry dish. I'm going to serve it over rice. You could chop you up some cilantro and mix it in here. The last time I made it, I just had a very plain tomato and curry with just the salmon balls and a little cilantro, and that's it. You can go plain Jane if you want, or you can go full blown whatever the hell. Throw you some damn zucchini in there if you want. But go ahead and give this salmon ball recipe a try. If you do something with it other than this, tell me what you did with it. But that's it. Go ahead and give this recipe a try. Let me know what you think. Bon appetit. Thanks for watching, subscribing, blah, blah, blah. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the future.